I'm going to start my speech off with a quote from Nicholas Sparks. He said, "They inspire you, they entertain you, and you end up learning a bunch that you didn't even know." This reminds me perfectly of elementary school teachers. I had two teachers in my life that really had a huge impact on me, my second and third grade teachers, Miss Moore and Mrs. Hodges. They made learning so much fun, and they taught in such a different way that it inspired me to teach kids the same way. Teachers are essential for children's growth and their foundation, and they prepare them for the future. Today, I'm going to talk about 3 different points. First, how to become an elementary school teacher, why they are important, and why do they matter, what's their purpose. And then finally, how they reflect God's values. The first one, what does it take? Well, first of all, you need to get your bachelor's degree in elementary school teaching. And some people debate whether you need your master's, but you don't need it, but it helps. On average, a teacher earns about $53,000 a year, but with your master's, you can earn almost $10,000 more, and you start 10 to 15% higher your starting pay. So it's a good incentive to get your master's. Second, you need to know all your subjects, because you're not going to be teaching just English or science or math. You're going to be teaching everything. So you need to be really well-rounded and knowledgeable in all your subjects. Why do they matter? Teachers lay the basis for students' success, not just in their academic skills, but in their social and life skills. In the Albin textbook, he said, "Teachers must have the ability to communicate, inspire trust and confidence, and motivate students, as well as understand students' educational and emotional needs." The first part of this is pretty common. You would expect a teacher to motivate their students, inspire their students, but the second part is really unique, because we need to be able to understand our students before you can teach them and get through to them. Tiari, a writer in the Ezine article, said, "Early childhood generally encompasses the first 8 years of the life of an individual. The education given during these years of a child's life plays a very important role and helps proper development of children." Teachers need to lay the foundation for children in this first 8 years of their life. If not, they're going to have a hard time in their future. Finally, how does it reflect God's values? Well, first of all, it can reflect God's mind. Romans 12:2 says, "Don't be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind, that by testing you may discern what is the will of God, what is good and acceptable and perfect." Now, no individual, or especially a child, is going to be perfect, but we need to be able to teach them how to be discernments of God. I thought this picture was cute because it's like she's thinking, am I making the right choice or the wrong choice? So we need to teach kids during this time to know how to make the right choices. Second, we can teach God's value of love and kindness. John 13:34 says, "A new commandment I give to you, that you love one another just as I have loved you. You are to love one another." Now, we need to do this by being an example for kids. Teachers need to lead by example, and they can also do this by doing activities through sharing and having kids play together so they can teach kindness and love to one another. Teachers lay the foundation for students' success. They can reflect God's value of our mind and love for one another. I want to close with this thought by Plato. "The direction in which education starts a man will determine his future life."